Hey, for the longest, I've been intermittent fasting. Since the pandemic, I happened to see this lady on YouTube who said the way to be a bad host, like a host, your body's a host for a virus, is by following this plan she outlined. She was a nutritionist as well as a physician, so she seemed very credible. And she just basically shared, the things you already know, eat lots of vegetables and stuff, be in an alkaline state. And also she mentioned fasting. Fasting helps a ton, especially if you can fast and eat only one meal a day. So I just immediately just did it. I just started eating one meal a day. The first 3 days were kind of painful, right? Because it's hard getting over them hunger pains. Trust me, I know. Then after a while, I just stuck. So from 2020, I think, to about 2022, September to be exact, I ate only one meal a day. Now on the weekends, I'll cut myself some slack. I let my hair down. But Monday through Friday, I will fast. Now, I did receive benefits, don't get me wrong. The benefits I received was I seemed to be more focused while working. I also, it was convenient. It's like batching activity. Instead of me just, washing one sock at a time, I'll wait till I get a full load of laundry and then wash it, right? So similarly, I did the same thing where I would just eat all my calories in just one sitting, right? Just between the hours of 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Because I'll start working at 5, and between 5 to 6, I'll just eat for a full hour, stuff in my face. Now it worked up to a point where I wasn't necessarily seeing the belly fat get to the point where I wanted. I was still in decent shape, still was slim, but I could see I had like a little pudge, you know what I'm saying? A little pudgy. And I was worried about that. And I realized I had to seek some counsel. So I reached out to a nutritionist. And one nutritionist, she mentioned, hey, you do one meal a day? No, you shouldn't do that. You should eat multiple meals a day for your metabolism to burn, this and this. And I heard her, I said, okay, that's fine. And then I got another nutritionist, hiring him, create a diet plan. And he said, hey, I do believe in intermittent fasting, but when you do one meal a day, your body's thinking that it needs to hold on to calories, right? So what we need to do to speed up your metabolism, let's make it 2 meals a day. You can eat between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. So that's what I do. I eat lunch at 1 and at 6. And he's like, hey, what do you eat? So I eat this huge salad with a sweet potato. And man, after I'm done eating, I am stuffed. I am satiated. I'm satisfied. I go to sleep with a smile on my face because I've been starving myself the whole day pretty much. And he said that's not really a good thing because you might be overeating and it's having a negative impact on your sleep, which is true because I track my sleep results, my readiness score. I track my REM sleep, my deep sleep, and it was right. And he recommended I eat twice a day between between that window of 1 to 6 p.m. And he also recommended for me to eat certain foods like raspberries, walnuts, spinach, salmon, and my sleep score increased a lot because I'm not going to sleep stuffed. And throughout the day, I'm just slightly hungry in between meals. So I realized, wow, I guess my metabolism is kicking off because I am burning some fat. I'm like almost there with a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? Pat myself on the back, not trying to brag or toot my own horn. But the question is this: what is the point of sharing all this, Juan Pablo? What's up with this long-winded buildup? What is the point of sharing all this stuff about your diet? I wanted to make this analogous to business and real estate. Because so often, right, when we get started in business and real estate, we don't necessarily reach out to the experts. What if I would have reached out to a nutritionist from the start? I get it. I might have found my own resource online. This person on YouTube seems credible. I follow her advice. I got some results, but it came to a point where I got a plateau. Now, be mindful. I didn't follow her full advice. I didn't order any materials from her. I didn't buy a book from her, a course, coaching, none of that. I just saw one video and took action. Just one video. And oftentimes we as investors, right, as business people, or those who are aspirants who aspire to become investors and real estate investors and business owners, we just see one video or two and we just take action takers, which is great. It's better than just sitting on your hands doing nothing. However, what's better is making sure you get the proper guidance from someone who is an expert, someone who is experienced, someone who's been where you're trying to go. And for them to create the meal plan, in this case, the blueprint for you of how you too can build your multi-unit portfolio. So that way you can become financially free and independent. Just imagine, from a physical standpoint, if I reached out to a nutritionist from day one, I would have been maintaining a sexy six-pack for years, right? I would have been having a great quality sleep, which also has a huge impact on my productivity through the day. So that means I could have been more productive during that 2-year time period. I get it, you live and you learn, right? That's the old adage, but still, just imagine where I could be today. All right? So same thing with you, right? Just imagine where you could be financially if you took the right blueprint. If you got the right ingredients, the right menu, the right blueprint, the right recipe, the right chef, the right nutritionist, the right diet, the right workout. Just imagine where you can be where your finances are concerned if you actually invested in your own financial health without just taking counsel from a YouTuber, even myself, off of 1 or 2 videos you saw. All right, so I highly implore you, get the proper guidance. Get the nutritionist, right? And I keep saying nutritionist and chef and all that stuff because I'm making it's analogous to getting the right mentor, the right coach who could help hold your hand and guide you throughout that process. Because if you have the right blueprint, the right system, imagine where you can be 2 years from now. Imagine the size of the portfolio you can have. Imagine the cash flow you can receive in your mailbox or your bank account. Just imagine it. Yeah, I'm hungry. That's why I had to bring this analogy up. But hopefully you're hungry too. Hopefully you're hungry for success. And if so, I have a free training for you, my friend. If you're interested in learning more about creative financing, real estate, and all that good stuff, just make sure you check the link below to learn more. As always, guys, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace. Let's eat.